everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the new chapter Biological Classification. This video is meant for board as well as students appearing for competitive exams. At the end of each video, I will be giving few practice questions. You can answer to that questions in the comment box and we will be discussing the answers in the next video. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe and click the bell icon to get notification of the coming up videos. So let's start. What is biological classification? It is the arrangement of organisms into groups. It is a scientific procedure that involves the arrangement of organisms into groups and subgroups, and that is based on the similarities and dissimilarities between organisms. So, biological classification is the arrangement of organisms on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities. And right from the dawn of civilization, several attempts have been made to classify these living organisms. It was done instinctively, not using criteria that was scientific, but born out of a need to use organisms for our own use, that is, for food, shelter, and clothing. And the first man to attempt a scientific basis of classification was Aristotle, and he used simple morphological characters to classify the organisms. What are the morphological characters? It can be the length or the shape, size or color. So he used these morphological characters to classify the organisms. And he classified the plants into trees, shrubs and herbs, and we know them. And the animals into red blood and those that did not. Most of the animals are having red blood and some are colorless or differently colored. And after that, a two-kingdom system of classification was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus in 1758. The two-kingdom system of classification was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus in 1758. According to his classification, all the organisms are included in two kingdoms, that is Plantae and Animalia, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. And this system was used till very recently, but they were having some demerits. And these were, there was no difference in eukaryotes and prokaryotes, unicellular and multicellular, and autotrophic and heterotrophic organisms. We know eukaryotic organisms. If the organism is having a prominent nucleus with nuclear membrane is known as eukaryotic, and the organisms which are not having that prominent nucleus and nuclear membrane, in that place only nucleoid is present, that is known as a prokaryote. Unicellular and multicellular. The organism which is having only a single cell to perform all the functions in the body are known as unicellular. We have learned many examples: amoeba, euglena, paramecium, chlamydomonas. All these are examples for unicellular. And multicellular, if the organism is having many cells to perform different functions in the body, are known as multicellular. All the animals, human beings, birds, reptiles, and all the plants are included in multicellular. But in Linnaeus classification, he didn't mention any of these. Autotrophic and heterotrophic. The organisms which have the capacity to produce their own food material, that is known as autotrophic, and all the green plants and algae, blue-green algae, and some of the bacteria are examples for autotrophs. The organisms which are not having the capacity to prepare their own food material but they are depending on autotrophs for their food are known as heterotrophic organisms. And most of the animals are heterotrophs. Fungi are not having the capacity to produce their own food, so they are coming under heterotrophs. But here they are also included in planting. So the demerits are there was no difference in unicellular and multicellular, autotrophs and heterotrophs, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Then another system of classification was proposed by R.H. Whittaker in 1969, that was five kingdom system. So R.H. Whittaker in 1969 proposed a five kingdom system of classification. And he classified all the organisms into five kingdoms. They are Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. And there were few criteria for this classification, and these criteria were cell structure, and all the cells are different. It can be unicellular or multicellular, or prokaryotic or eukaryotic, and maybe the cell wall will be having cellulose or not. So that is the cell structure. Then thallus organization. Thallus is the undifferentiated body of the lowest forms. So the thallus organization, advanced or very low, that is thallus organization. Then mode of nutrition. It can be autotrophic or heterotrophic. Heterotrophic nutrition can be holozoic, saprophytic or parasitic. So depends on the mode of nutrition, we can classify the organisms. Next is reproduction. They can be sexual or asexual. Phylogenetic relationship, that is the relationship with the ancestors or the evolutionary history, evolutionary relationship of an organism, that is known as phylogenetic relationship. So Whittaker used this five criteria, that is cell structure, thallus organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction and phylogenetic relationship to classify the organisms into five kingdoms. They were Kingdom Monera, Protista, plants, animals and fungi. So just see Monera, they are prokaryotic, they can absorb and photosynthesize, they are motile or non-motile, and they are asexual. We will be learning all these things in detail in the coming up videos, but just to see. Protista, they are eukaryotic, unicellular or multicellular. They can absorb, they can ingest or photosynthesize. They can be sexual or asexual. The plantae, all the plantae are eukaryotic. They are multicellular, they can photosynthesize, they are non-motile and they are doing sexual reproduction. Then animals, they are eukaryotic, they are multicellular, they can ingest, they are motile, they are sexual. And fungi are eukaryotic, they are multicellular, they can absorb, they are non-motile and they are doing sexual reproduction. So in the coming up videos, we will be discussing all these five kingdoms in detail. So this video onwards, we are starting the practice questions. You have to find out the answers and you can put in the comment box. We will be discussing the answers in the coming up videos. First question. Two plants are said to be in the same species if they have the same number of chromosomes, have similar metabolic processes, can reproduce freely with each other or belong to the same area. Second, in five kingdom classification, unicellular green algae are included in the kingdom Protista, Monera, fungi and Archaebacteria. Biological classification was attempted instinctively to use organisms for our own use, to make scientific studies easy, to make connection between living and non-living, to use for research purpose. Next, single-celled eukaryotes are included in Protista, fungi, Monera, and eubacteria? Find out the answers. Please comment. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, like and share. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get the notification of the coming up videos. Thank you.